In any case, we are going to get into this game number 2 of the 2-game set between BabyRage and Dream Big. So let's introduce our teams here. Let's get right into it. Here on the dire side for BabyRage, it's going to be a Kilowas Anti-Mage. Ricky will be handled by Artsugi. We've got a Queen of Pain, that's going to be Sergeant Stomper. Lion will be handled by Pyro, and finally our offlane #jungle maybe offlane Slardar is going to be played by K-Sticks. Now here on the side of Dream Big for the Radiant, we've got Hoff on the Wind Ranger looking hot as usual. Darkseer played by Dream. Got a Spectre carry. Gonna make this game go very late if it gets going. It's gonna be Spectre played by really? Spectre played by Spectre.
30 seconds.
I don't like these guys anymore. Manfla is playing the Disruptor, and then finally we've got a casual plays Bounty Hunter. Stuck in the trees a little bit here. I'm just kind of scouring out the Slardar. It's got that cool set going. Gotta love it. Thanks for the money. Thanks for the money, man. Of course that money doesn't go to me. I wish it did, because that's pretty cool.
Well, hope you like bloodbaths.
Well, we're gonna get started here. So, Queen of Pain versus Wind Ranger in mid. Bounty Hunter or Ricky's looking for the courier behind the tower, and maybe they don't send it over towards him this time. Darkseer is over in the offlane. He's not going Iron Town this time, just Soul Ring. And the Bounty Hunter is not looking for a courier. He could probably be doing the same thing, and he might start thinking about it. Can like run over here, go for the courier, do that cool thing. But he's not going to do it right now. Artsugi's just going to sit there. Hoff is actually taking quite a bit of damage from these creps. Artsugi not getting distracted, not getting baited by those hot celebrities as you walk down the runway. He has only one job, and it is to kill the Malaysian Prime Minister or the courier. Either one works. And he's getting a little bit impatient. Hoff hasn't really sent the courier out too early. There's going to be a sentry ward dewarded now. Sergeant Stomper takes a lot of damage from Hoff, but the dagger's there. And actually, there's the slow crush. It's going to get used already. Bounty Hunter is here. Kegseek's trying to make his way out of this one. He's getting very low, down to 119 health. That's going to be one more hit, but they're just not able to get in range. Slardar just one hit too tanky for the Radiant squad and able to live there at bottom. May want to think about moving into the offlane, right? Who even goes into the offlane anymore? Artsugi once again goes back. Wind Ranger, 550 gold. Still working towards the bottle. I believe that's when she's going to send the courier over there. And Artsugi is getting very impatient. He's like, where is this thing? I gotta kill it. Please. Man. He'll be forced to stay there for a while, I can tell you that. And enough gold for the bottle, sending it on the courier. So here it comes. Dun 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 dun. Here comes the courier, and they're going to be smart. They send the Bounty Hunter over to ferry it. So please give bottle. Thank you. Now Artsugi knows the jig is up. He was actually looking into the trees for the bottle, but he just sees the Bounty Hunter. He has it. I think Bounty Hunter may even know that the Ricky was there, but the delivery is complete. It's always nice to have a support become the courier, right? You should get a gold sound for that too. Every time you deliver an item to your carry, you should get a check-ching. Oh! Immediate deward on the mid lane, and Hoff is forced to use the wind run to get away. Oh, Sergeant Stomper taken very low. Power shot was available, but he didn't use it, and well, nice little hawk flying through there. Queen of Pain able to regen back up. Slardar could be in a little bit of trouble at bottom. He's kind of surrounded in the trees. Disruptor doesn't have enough mana for a glimpse, but he will in a couple seconds. He has to get in range, but he's just not able to move his way around the trees there. Over in the mid lane, Sergeant Stomper in a lot of damage. He's going to be forced to blink away. And again, it's still a fracas in the mid lane. Now the team really able to come up with an advantage. Queen of Pain's still waiting for this rune. She absolutely needs it to get that region back up. And Ricky knows all about the bounty rune, or bounty sentry ward placed by the bounty hunter at mid. Rune get for the Queen of Pain. Just going to activate it right away, getting that health and mana back. Goes back over to mid. It's a good rune to have on mid. Oh, there's going to be the Ion Shell. Anti-Mage really doesn't want to go into much Mango, Eaton, and Dream getting aggressive. He's going to get the first blood, and he might try to get the second. He doesn't have enough mana for a surge. Would have to use the Soul Ring for it, and Kilwas is going to just salve back up. So Dream knows exactly how aggressive he can be, and he's going to be able to get back to base. Won't we go back to base? I think he should. Probably should go back to base. Please go back to base. Just go back to base. Please. There's no reason for you to be that low on health and still trying to do something. He's regenning. He picks up another ring of regen just to get it up even more. Tango gives him 13.4 health per second. Please get the last hit. Get it. Yeah, nice job, man. Way to go. Swardar could be in a spot trouble. This is going to be the Thunder Strike, looking for the crush, putting some good damage on the Disruptor. Actually going to hit a bonus Bounty Hunter. And Manhua, oh no. He's forced to salve up here. The Glimpse not in range. He's gone for a 1-1-1. I think that's pretty standard on a Disruptor, but it doesn't give him enough range on the Glimpse. So he really can't get hit by that crush. Hoff in a tad bit of trouble. Queen of Pain gonna dive it, going right for the Hoff, and Hoff tries to go for the power shot, but it's not gonna happen. One last hit away from the Queen of Pain, finishes off the kill, and no help here from the supports.
The magic ends.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! The taunt, man. Hello. That's some shit talking right there. Anti-Mage going ham with the taunts. That was real scary, dude. Courier doing the courier thing with the Bottle Crow, just ferrying that to base and back. Keeping the Queen of Pain up on the mana. She's just kind of running in lane to get the last hit, running back out. That does require a lot of planning to be able to do that. You have to make sure that you're able to get out and back, just so that you can get the creep. It's a lot of timing. They're going to go here onto the Spectre, played by Spectre. Some good damage. They place down the smoke screen. Going to use the magic wand to try to get out. One more crush is going to be able to finish it off. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Queen of Pain goes down the way of the Wind Ranger, even after the Queen of Pain finds a kill onto the Disruptor. So at least she was able to turn it around a little bit there. A couple kills across the map. Whoa, 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 whoa. Earthspiker on the Darkseer. Mana's going to be going away from him. He's going to be going down to that auto attack of the Lion. And BabyRage get another one. Queen of Pain back over to the mid lane. Sonic Wave is down. There's going to be a scream for Hoff. Hoff going to get back into it. Oh, the stun just off the mark. Toss is thrown. Oh, power shot though. I don't know what he was aiming for on that one. Haunt gets used going over to the Queen of Pain. One more hit, that's going to be it. And Ricky finds the Bounty Hunter. But he might get chased down by the Spectre now. But no detection. Free Ricky getaway. Who wants to buy detection on a carry anyway? Like, who does that? No one. No one does that.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
couple heroes are over here at top. No ultimate just yet from the Disruptor, but he's got that kinetic field, and Wind Ranger has a power shoot and stuff. Kinetic field gets placed down, line in a ton of trouble. It's just going to be a power shot to take him down. And Kilowas, oh, blinks away, glimpsed back in. Sure, he tosses there, doesn't get shackled to a tree, but there's no way he gets out of that one. Just playing their cards exactly right here at top for Dream Big, and game is once again back and forth, much like the beginning of the last one. So we know what happened in the last game. Is Dream Big going to be able to change fate this time? Spectre's getting some pretty good farm. When it gets down to it this match, I feel like it's going to turn very much into a carry, just carry me carry, and please try not to die. It's an anti-mage against the Spectre. At its core, I think Darkseer is going to be pretty good. Queen of Pain can also do some work. Like, it's some good matchups here. It's really going to come down to, I guess, itemization, and then who's able to get their farm the best. Disruptor goes forward onto Sladar. He's got a glimpse available. Decides not to use it. A little bit too far for the Kreps. And Wind Ranger was a tad far away. Oh no, they get the glimpse back on the Sladar. Caught in the middle of the kinetic field. Hits the crush onto 3, but Hoff with the double damage. We may want to go in for this. Decides not to.
Radiant's middle tower is under siege.
Elsewhere, Lion's going down to the Bounty Hunter and Darkseer combo. Just putting the Ion Shell on the Bounty Hunter and doing some quick damage to the Lion before he even realizes it. Wind Ranger picks up the Bounty. Artsuki not quite able to get there with the Blink Strike. Too many skills in Dota 2 share the same name. Like, Queen of Pain Blink is basically the same as Anti-Mage Blink. Where's Anti-Mage? There he is. They're both blinks. There's a Ricky Blink Strike, which also has a blink, and it's basically the same icon. I mean, that's a little bit different, but it's kind of the same icon as the Queen of Pain, so you can tell someone in the Valve art department was getting creative there. And then, of course, you have the Phantom Assassin Blink Strike. I believe it's called Blink Strike. So maybe they should get a bit more creative. And then there's also the travesty of the Slardar, whose abilities do pretty much exactly what they are. Sprint makes him move faster. Slithering Crush makes him crush the ground and stun people. Bash bashes. Amplify damage, it does that. I love sometimes what Valve does. Kilowas just gonna blink away. No glimpse this time. They're actually gonna try to go underneath the tower. Stun's gonna get used on the 2, and that's a finger! Oh my god! Pyro turns it around. Yeah, you'll not live to see the dawn. Over at bottom, they force the Spectre out a little bit.
Dire's structures have been fortified. Dire's middle tower is
And the mid tower is taking a lot of damage from the Wind Ranger. TP forced in by the Ricky. Just gonna put down a smoke screen, I would imagine. Here comes the Queen of Pain. Has a Sonic Wave available. No, not enough mana for it. So they're just going to put out enough auto attack damage from the Disruptor, and they have no catch for Hoff. Hoff says, "I'm pretty." Queen of Pain goes over there for the rune. They're saying that Hoff is going to get nowhere close to it, and indeed he is not. TP forced in by Dream. He's got no points in the vacuum. It's a 0-4-4. Stunned slightly off the mark. Smokescreen gets put down. Hoff is running extremely fast with that surge. Also is getting the Blightstone damage onto him. Oh, Ion Shell right next to Artsugi, and he's unfortunately in a spot of trouble there. But it's only a Ricky going down at mid, not the most valuable kill to have. And Sergeant Stomper tracked up. Always going to have to be worried about this glimpse that's up in another 20 seconds. So can't do nothing about that. Tower goes down, and Dream Big, they're looking significantly better in this match than they did in game number 1. They're not getting too far behind. They're playing back. And this time BabyRage doesn't really have the same tanky lineup. It's just an anti-mage that could possibly start butting them in the butt. Oh, Glimpse back here for the Lion. That's a pretty easy kill for them. Looking for the Earthspike that he needs. Oh, Han's coming in. Whoa. Completely misses that mana void. But eventually goes down to the Lion auto attack. However, it's still a 2 for 1. The Anti-Mage goes down. And a nice turn from the Radiant side. Dream comes in and he manages to help things out. So does the Wind Ranger. And she's got no focus fire for this, but they might be able to get enough push on the tower. BabyRage just going to try to go for a trade of their own. Very much different Dream Big squad. Almost like the bonus. Oh no. Artsugi, he's getting aggressive here. K-Sticks comes in, blink, stun, Bounty Hunter, dead. But Artsugi, he's going to the tower. He's down to the tower. Glimpse back here for the Sergeant Stomper. Stunned up next to the tree. That's a shackle shot, on point power shot, enough to finish him off. Mega kill streak for Hoff. And again, Dream Big. They give up a kill, whatever. It's a Bounty Hunter, big whoop. And they find a couple of their own. Really playing these engagements a slight bit better than BabyRage. And their counter initiation right now has just been so strong. Spectre's farm has an Urn of Shadows. Oh, double crushing by the Slardar. Kilowatts, he's getting aggressive here for him. Spectre gonna have to go through the trees a little bit. Kilowatts very low. He's forced to back up. Just a little bit too much burst damage right now from Dream Big.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
Oh no, there's the stun and the crush. A little bit stacked here on the Wind Ranger, and the finger is enough to finish him off. The streak going the way of the Lion. The dust is going to be slightly off the mark from Ricky. Bounty Hunter, he's inside the Roche pit, and he was just kind of warding. Could be a tier 1 push here for BabyRage. Never count these guys out. They kind of sort of came from an even game and ended up decimating Dream Big in the last match. The itemization was a big part of that. We'll see if they're able to do more of the same this time. Anti-Mage getting closer and closer to the Battle Fury. It's about 800 gold away from him for now. And I think a big part of this BabyRage lineup is the fact that K-Stakes has gotten the Blink Dagger up so very quickly.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
Could get a bit caught out here, scouted out by the Radiant Observer. Here come the Radiant squad. Disrupt is going to glimpse him into... Oh, he's able to blink away. Holy blink. Holy Hannah. Dream caught out. That's going to be the smoke screen, and Dream in a bit of trouble. Ricky forced into the ultimate. The rest of the team still trying to come up to help. Blink is available from K-Stakes, but he's not got enough mana for the stun. Anti-Mage, though, doesn't even care. He's going to get aggressive. The shackle shot just off the mark, and well, Wind Ranger will kind of waste a focus fire. Baby Pyro in wait. Hoff in a lot of trouble, turned into a fish. Is that going to be enough damage? Of course it is, with the Sonic Wave going right through. Yep, you can't tame the Lion, man. Can't tame it. Just can't do it. So XP is going just back towards even. Same with gold. Both teams are doing pretty well in the fights, but recently I feel like Dream Big are just looking for a bit too much. They really want to get something with all their rotations. But I think they should just be sitting back a little bit more. They've gone for more of a fighting Spectre build, I guess. And the Urn has no charges on it. Unfortunately, 17 minutes into the game, I just don't think this build is cutting it. And Anti-Mage has finished up the Battle Fury, so his farm is going to accelerate pretty much. Maybe we might see a Bloodthorn this match. Oh, the dust is going to be on point. Anti-Mage comes through. Smoke screen is on the ground. Casual plays in a lot of trouble, but the Mana Void is going to be there. Ricky even uses the ultimate. Not like he even needed it, but it's always fun to get involved there. Yay, I used skills. Oh, blinks are on point. When the blinks are just right, it's pretty good. I wouldn't say that they're just right. They're pretty right this time, but I don't know how they could be better in that situation, so I'll give it to him. Say it's pretty good. Anti-Mage with the Battle Fury, accelerating his farm, getting towards the Vlads right now. And he's going through these creeps pretty quickly, getting the efficient stacking done. Always gotta love the efficiency. Maybe he's from Deutschland. Always gotta remember to keep the drinking breaks as well. It's totally water. Totally. Still, Dream Big, they're trying to work around the map, looking for some kind of pressure that they can put on this Anti-Mage. I do agree, if they're able to maybe get a tower down, take a little bit more of the map away from the Anti-Mage, it would work out. Heh, would work. But I think they're trying a bit too hard. They are going the right way about it, going 4 around the map, and then the Spectre can always haunt in. Oh, line, just like, shoop, shoop. A little bit off the mark with the Earth Spike. And Sparta's stuck in the trees. I didn't really notice that. A little bit sad, a bit annoyed. At least he has a Blink Dagger. Some people don't even have that, Swardar. 2,500 gold here for the Spectre. It could be another Radiance on their side. That would be the second game in a row that they've gone for the item. Maybe they like it a little bit too much. Oh, Dust is going to be on point. Casual plays. Becomes Casual dead. And Ricky's going to get even more aggressive, going right for Dream silenced up. There's going to be a Disruptor. Gets the Static Storm off, and well, K-Stick, he's able to get the Blink in. Dream is somehow able to stay alive, and that's going to be a double kill. Somehow, Dream Big, once again, able to turn around. Manhua not quite going down to that auto attack in line. He's going to pay for this one, getting chased down by the Spectre. Hoff is coming in. He has a Shackle Shot in 1 second, as well as a Power Shoot. Oh, doesn't matter. Gonna pay for the Earth Spike with his life. Dispersion able to do enough damage for the kill. And Dream Big, they've taken the counter initiation once again, and BabyRage find nothing. They can't continue to make these plays. They can't keep this up, because every time that they go for the dives like that, they're giving all the advantage away to Dream Big. Like, I think that they have the ability to do well in this match, but it's a mid to late game thing. And they're kind of squandering their opportunities right now. Spectre picking up the Radion's Relic right now. Look at all those couriers. Someone spent a lot of money on the Battle Pass. Ooh, Svardar knows that the Spectre is there coming around the trees. Oh, no, no, no. Over at mid, though, we've got a little bit of action going on. Queen of Pain goes down to the combo of the Wind Ranger and Ion Shell. It makes sense that they wouldn't go for the Spectre, but I think that a trade might have been in order. But the Spectre could have always just haunted out. Pyro surrounded by everybody. Power Shot a little bit off the mark, but it's completely fine. Dream gets the kill, and Dream Boys, they're free to just push whatever. Find some tires. Oh, they're going for the Anti-Mage. Stun is going to be on point. I don't think they have enough damage here. And they're going to kind of prep for the Anti-Mage. But, oh, no, 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 no. Sir, that's not where you put a wall. Do not put a wall there. Oh, blink forward from Dream. Thinking about going for Killwas. He's still got the TP down. He'll be fine, though. He's just going to blink all the way back to base. It's great. Perfect transportation from the Anti-Mage. If I could blink everywhere, that would be amazing. Why do they call it blink anyway? Because you're like faster than the blink of an eye? What does it say in the thing? In his encounter with the dead gods... Oh, wait. In his encounter with the dead gods, Anti-Mage learned the value of being elusive. What an ass. What about Queen of Pain? The Secret Queen lives up to her title, making her pain impossible to escape. I don't really mind that as much. What about Ricky? That's another one. Right, Ricky Blink Strike. The Stealth Assassin's agile movement makes him impossible to escape. I mean, probably better for him to escape, right? He's more about escaping himself. Smoke up here from Dream Big. They're coming in from the top side. On the lower ground is the Queen of Pain. The stun is going to hit, but a nice crush from Swarter is going to disrupt this. And Disrupt is not able to get it. Ravish from the line. It's on the 3, and Hoff in tons of trouble. BabyRage once again turn around, trying to chase down the Queen of Pain, but Spectre in the trees with a TP scroll. And yep, they're going to go right for the Darks here. I doubt that he's going to be able to get out of this one, but he does blink away. Getting chased down by Swardar. I think the Swart is just going to call it out, go down the mid lane instead. Radion's finished up for the Spectre, who TP'd away from that fight. But, we're just going to have a pause. So, like I was saying, or was going to say, the Radiance on Spectre, it's good as an item, but you do need something behind it. Like, as a Spectre, the health, 1360. That's not that much health. It's pretty easy for BabyRage to be able to get through it, especially with the Swardar on their side. I don't think they should be worried about the Spectre too much at this point. It's when you get to that second item, the really survivability or damage dealing item, depending on how the Swardar or Spectre ends up going. I have a feeling it's going to be survivability, especially when you go for Radion's 23 minutes into the game. I feel like most Spectres are just going to want to have that extra little bit of survivability on their side, possibly a Manta style, which also helps a little bit with damage, but not the best. But BabyRage still have a little while to be able to play their own game, push the towers when they want. I think they may be able to get this tier 2 if the rest of their team shows up in time. Let me just back off. Oh, let's commentate on the tic-tac-toe game. Someone has drawn a phallus in the right square. So, fortunately, that game of tic-tac-toe didn't go too well. But luckily, I can play my own here. So, oh no, no. Don't put your lull in the middle of my tic-tac-toe game. Don't do that. I'm trying to play here. I win, by the way. So obviously a little bit of a problem with the player. Maybe they're tactical pausing to try to figure out what the hell are we going to do in this situation. We've got an anti-mage breathing down our necks. He's got Yasha, Vlad's Battle Fury. He's going to get more items. It's going to be so scary. But we have a Spectre, so maybe we got something going on. Looks like teams are kind of confused on who called the pause in the first place. Alright, ready to go here. Back into the match. Spectre is going to go right for Kilwas. Kilwas says, I'm going to fight you, but I'm actually not very tanky. Dream comes in from the backside. He's going to get crushed by the Swordar, but there's so much damage from the Ion Shell, and Dream is going to be wreaking havoc. Actually, Artsuki gets hit with that dust. And Dream is kind of just waiting for his chance. Doesn't have, well, he does have the vacuum, but wasn't really looking for it a whole lot. And look at this, Anti-Mage is getting aggressive even more. Going for these creeps, he says, these are my creeps, I want these. And do they get a glimpse? Dream gets turned into fish, and it's a perfect bait here from BabyRage. Are they able to get anything off the back of it? Queen of Pain ultimate, extremely unimpressive. Killos glimpse back into the Static Storm, and he's going to be the one to go down here, so they're going to pay dearly for that bait. Now Artsugi dusted up. He's going to be tracked. Oh, another beautiful 5-man crush from the Swardar, but it's really not going to be enough. And he's actually comes back into this. Could be a huge fight going the way of Dream Big. Going for Pyro, that's going to be a Han. Lion trying to TP away, but it doesn't even matter. And also on the other side, Swardar is going down to the Spectre. And I think we will call that... Will we call that? No, it's not a full 5-man wipe. Somehow the Queen of Pain manages to stay alive. What a party pooper. Interesting that Dream's gone for a Perseverance, possibly a Lotus Orb from him. With the Queen of Pain going for the Silent Stick, that could be pretty effective. And also, I guess the Blink Strike and the Finger also works. And amplify damage. Oh, it takes off amplify damage. Smart. Dream Big really scared of these guys. Artsuki gets stunned up to the tree. Queen of Pain is ready. So is the Swadar. Swadar comes in with a crush on the 2. Queen of Pain on the backside doesn't have the Sonic Wave for it. Artsuki still very low. He's going to get a Blink Strike onto Wind Ranger and finds the kill. He's very low, trying to dive onto Dream Big. Another blink away by Dream. He's doing pretty well with it. Oh no, Swarder's found another one. Casual plays in a ton of trouble. And a long range finger! I just like how long that finger was. I just like how long it was. It wasn't really perfect or anything. I just like how long. I like long lines. It's great. In any case, another huge fight the way of BabyRage, and well, they can be a little bit freer to take this tier 2 tower down.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
Goodbye tier 2 tower.
Radiant's middle tower
Goodbye
is falling.
Radiant squad trying to defend the tier 2 tower. And Anti-Mage just going to continue farm. They keep delaying Dream Big's impact as they go into this match. Spectre really hasn't gotten an item progression. Got a Yasha, but that's not really a whole lot. There's still the Lotus Orb on Darkseer. Blink and Ags on Wind Ranger. Their item progression is being halted quite a bit here. They're still ahead on kills, but kills don't really mean too much when you're losing the game. And I mean, if we look at the XP and gold, they're still a bit ahead on it, but it's so back and forth at this point. It's very quick that they could end up losing all of this. Bounty Hunter getting aggressive. Do they have vision for it? There's a gem on Ricky. He's not going to betray right now. Going to put a little bit of damage on the Bounty Hunter. He's going to try to force Steph away, which he does. Very good pickup against Artsugi. And, well, Ricky's going ham on Disruptor. Ham in a spam can.
Radiant's top
Oh well.
tower is
Anti-Mage
being
once again
attacked.
doing the split push. I hate
Dire's
this.
bottom tower
I
is
do
being
not
attacked.
advocate this at all.
Dire's
Gets aggressive on the
structures
Spectre,
have been
takes all the mana away, and he's forced basically the entirety of the Dream Big squad to TP back for this tower. And do they find anything? Mahua? He's found out here. Artsugi's got the vision. And Dream is there as well. Blinks away. Oh, Crush is completely off the mark. Hello? One bash finger. They get a silence for Dream. Uses the Lotus Orb on himself to take it off. And there's a 3-man vacuum and a wall on top of it. Oh no. Earth Spike both ways. At least the Sonic Wave doesn't get reflected. Hana's going to get used. Queen of Pain's taking a lot of damage from Artsugi. He's going to be one more hit. Actually, just the Radion's ticking down. Queen of Pain gone down. And well, now Kilowas is going to have to come up big for his team. Stunned up by the Wind Ranger. That's a focus fire in the back. Pressure's going to be on the mark. Is Kilowas able to get away? He's got the huge Mana Void, but it's going to be reflected back into his face, and he's going to go down as a result of it. Or maybe not the reflecting back in his face, but I guess it said the Spectre took him down, so just Radiance Burn. Anyway, a 4-for-1 the way of Dream Big, and again, look at this XP and gold. It's like it's like an EKG at this point. Just so close. Power shot, little bit short of the Spectre, who's on his own team, so who cares? But I guess he was trying to tickle him with this. Says, hey, I got a power shot. You want to see it? Oh yeah. Love seeing them power shots. Oh yeah. That's gotta make you happy. All those power shots. Still a very close match here. Can't really see any one team getting the advantage right now. Anti-Mage clearly isn't tanky enough to deal with the Spectre. He needs to be able to try to go toe to toe, but at this point, like, he's nowhere close. He needs a couple more items, and Spectre's like actually a little bit close to him, but kind of far in terms of hero. Like, Spectre still needs a ton of items in order to... What kind of Earth Spike was that? Please ping him. That was terrible. It's like Stevie Wonder. that the guy? Oh no, Ray Charles. Got him. Got him. Ray Charles is lying. Natsugi's looking around here. They just missed a scan on him, but they will be able to see that the Queen of Pain is there now. Hoff goes over there. That's going to be the Ricky ultimate used. And they find only Artsugi. Poor little Ricky. And Spectre's going ham, looking for a Sladar. He's kind of on his own. No one's really taking Roche at this point. Oh no, Spectre getting stuck on the high ground. Why you do this? Should have known that wasn't going to work. It's really wishful thinking at best. Another kill for Dream Big means that they can push for this tier 2 tower. So here we go. Going in on this tier 2 tower. Spectre gets the Lotus Orb on him. Destroys the tower. They still have a ton of buildings to go through here, but they can just go into the Roche Pit. Focus fire in 2 seconds. Gotta break it with the Shackle Shot. I'm just gonna go for it. Really anything that BabyRage kind of want to do about it right now. Maybe go for a Ricky. Maybe go for a Ricky steal. Kind of all around it. Ricky comes. Oh, Lion gets a nice Earth Spike. Ricky comes in with the ultimate. Finger on the Spectre. Ends up killing him. That's a huge kill at the beginning of this fight. Manwa, Sonic Wave just for him. What a present. Now Bounty Hunter comes in from the backside. Nice Shackle Shot from the Wind Ranger. But they're just going all over. It's like throw after throw here. In the end, BabyRage, they take the Aegis. I almost thought that Dream Big were going to be able to take that there, but Focus Fire wasn't doing quite enough damage, and BabyRage had enough time to think about it, go in for the fight, get Ricky there. I thought they were a bit far away, but they converged on that pit pretty quickly. So we're still going through this. BabyRage, it's still so back and forth right now. And with a couple of those BKBs being purchased by BabyRage, maybe that's going to be the light at the end of the tunnel for them. Maybe that's what takes this fight even more in their favor. I have not seen a graph like this in a while. Like, this is insane, actually. Teams are so close. They can't take a consecutive fights. They still want to keep pushing. This match is actually starting to turn into a real thriller. Starting to turn into it. It's kind of been that way for a while. You ever do that thing where you like disagree with yourself right away? Like, Anti-Mage finds another tower. He could get killed here. Glimpse is available from the Disruptor. Here they come. Could Manta Style out of it. That's always an option. Now he could go over it, but now he's just going to use a BKB. But he's taking so much damage from this. Blinks over to the trees, and he's not got a TP. Doesn't have a TP. That's a mistake. Why would you not have a TP in lane? Now they're going to go right for the Dream guy. Darkseer in a ton of trouble. That's going to be no vacuum for this. Hoff fingered. Gets a stun onto Queen of Pain, but she's still got the Aegis. And glimpse back. Oh, man. That was probably the worst glimpse in the world. Artsugi goes in the trees, and the power shoot takes him down. Power shoot it down. Why can we not, like, convincingly start to win fights, either team? You just like throw, counter, throw, counter, counter, throw, counter, 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 throw. I don't. So that's something I feel like shouldn't even happened. Like most of those heroes were taking down the Anti-Mage top. They killed him. Rip. Killed him. And then they all go to bottom where they take 2. I feel like that's something with the heroes that we have here shouldn't really be happening, but they managed to pull it off. And I still want to say that Dream Big have the advantage when this goes super late game. Florida comes in with the crush, And on the Spectre, but that's so much damage they're having to go through. Uses all the BKBs to go through that kinetic field. Going very aggressive here. They need to try to take down the Darkseer. Spectre, though, has barely been touched. And Anti-Mage, man. Yep. Looks like BabyRage might have been, might be hitting their limit here. BabyRage, gonna be BabyRage even more. So much RTZ face right now. Glimpse back on Stigs. Stiggy, my bro! Where you going? Down to the grave. And another 3 go down. I think this might be starting to break it open for Dream Big. They're just not taking care of the Spectre at all. Even when most of the team is down, like they can't do anything about him. Even when BabyRage, they're able to take down a lot. Like they try to ignore the Spectre, which might be a good choice depending on their lineup. But one, they're not able to take down the rest of the team. 2, even if they were able to take down the rest of the team, Spectre is just way too tanky for this, and they have no answer to it right now. Pyro goes forward with the Earth Spike. Lots of buybacks being used here, and that forces Dream Big back, so they're going to expend a whole lot. Look at all these buybacks. Slardar is still trying to look for something, but that is 2 buybacks on the side of the... It's the Slardar and Anti-Mage too. Some pretty valuable ones. Well, at least that's 2 fights in a row, right? Also the MKB pickup for Wind Ranger. Even if the Anti-Mage goes for a butterfly now, it's not going to really do as much work as he might hope. And Wind Ranger's been pretty on point with a lot of these shackle shots. Ricky getting closer to the Diffusal Blade. Still don't think it's going to do a whole lot. Let's look at this XP and gold. This is the riot of the match. Just like one big spike. Well, 7,500 gold is nothing to laugh at. It's just ridiculous how much that graph has been moving around here. Not seen anything like it for a while. Darkseer continuing with his build. Boots of Travel picked up for him. And Spectre will have a heart soon. Oh no. It's not extra damage, but at this point, a tanky Spectre is damage. And they're looking for some kills here. Might even use the Haunt to go from. That'd be pretty aggressive. They know that Anti-Mage is trying to push in top. They have some control for it. Disruptor, he's Glimmer caped up and he could get a glimpse. They have vision with the illusion. They're gonna... Oh no, he's gonna BKB. Forced use of BKB and he might try to TP away. Not able to get that MKB stun on him. And they can just go in through top. Going for the last remaining outer tower of the game for him. And they are gonna keep moving forward. Doo-doo. I feel like that's a car commercial or something. Yes. Thought I heard a smoke or something. Must be going crazy. It is a little bit late for me. A little bit past midnight. So you can, as you can understand, working all day and then going to do the cast at night gets a little bit tiring. Especially when you have a Spectre Anti-Mage game. This isn't going too long though, and I feel like it's going to be ending fairly soon. Unless BabyRage are able to take a fantastic fight. Spectre's just going to TP back and defend the tower while the rest of her team is pushing in top. And they also have that Spectre ultimate just to go for the tower. Okay, here comes Artsugi. He's got the Diffusal Blade, Smokescreen available. This is going to be BabyRage's chance. Can they pull this off? Tower's down top, line comes in with a stun to start. So tanky is the Spectre. Drops the illusions down with the Anti-Mage, and the Spectre getting outside of the Smokescreen. Mana Void is there, and the finger finishes them off. So they do find the kill, and no buyback on Spectre. That's actually a pretty big tool right now. Like, if you had the buyback on Spectre... Oh, what's happening mid? Yep, Ricky's gone down. If you had the buyback on Spectre, you could do something like fight with the rest of your team, and then haunt back in with the Spectre, and really pay BabyRage for going for the commitment. But without the... I mean, she went for the heart just now, so not going to have money for the buyback, and they don't have that option anymore, unfortunately. And now teams are even on towers. Both are only left with the tier 3s in the base. XP. I feel like I just need to throw my computer out the window at this point. After that Spectre kill, that's a lot of XP going the way of BabyRage. The real question, who ends up BabyRaging the hardest in this match? So Basher picked up for AM. Lion's just been pretty on point with his fingers. I love them fingers.
Money changes hands.
There's enough gold for an Aghanim Scepter on Queen of Pain. Won't have enough for a buyback, so she may want to think about saving up for it. And it drops the items on the ground to have the most efficient fountain regen. Love the efficiency. It's great. And Bounty Hunter hasn't really made an item progression, but he's at 2,200 gold. At this point, Anti-Mage, he is pretty strong, but I still don't see his avenue to be able to take down the Spectre. Like they did in the last one, but that was a 1v5 or 1v4. That's definitely not an ideal situation for the Spectre. So I would kind of expect fights to be a little bit more even when the rest of the Radiant squad are showing up. Spectre Illusions, one gets the... Oh, they might have found casual plays again. Comes in with the BKB, and well, they're able to take him down with that Mana Void. Now the Wind Ranger, it's a counter throw. It's a counter throw. And that's a Roche going the way of BabyRage. I don't know what these heroes think they're doing anymore. So-called heroes. I think I'm beyond like actually understanding the positioning at this point. Ooh, Lion wants the Aegis. Oh, he just gets it over to the Anti-Mage. I don't know why he walked in there. He's just kind of saying, guys, I'm helping. Get smashed by Roshan. I almost thought he wanted the Aegis for his troubles, but no. Gives it over to the Anti-Mage. That probably would have been a game losing decision. Probably would have tilted so hard after that. More XP swings? Sure, why not? And gold. And Kilowatts. He's gone to the Abyssal Blade now, so... Oh no, it goes for the taunt again. Oh, the magic is ending. It's ending here. Right here. He's just gonna farm a bit more. I'm sure the guy knows that I love all his taunts. Slardar sitting on 3,400 gold. A lot of the time we see Slardars go for a heart. I'm not sure if that would be the best choice here. It does make him a bit more tanky, but I don't think it's an answer to the Spectre. Really anyone on Dream Big's team. And Wind Ranger should be getting to that next item though, but she's died it pretty excessively much. 10 and 7. That's basically like a support score that's doing okay. Although I personally, as a support, like to die less. It makes me get yelled at because my team's like, please feed with us. I'm like, no. No, thank you. Smoke up here from Dream Big. They're going to go around the side. Taking the side path here. Ricky Illusions. Wow, they're doing a little bit of scouting there with the Rickies. And of course, the Spectre can haunt in at any time. If Dream Big finds a guy to go on. Oh, Slardar has a Shadow Blade. That's a little bit new from him. Spectre gets the ultimate in. Goes right for the Lion. Lion nearly taken down. Is going to be taken out by that Radiant Spurn. And or actually the Static Storm. Now they're trying to chase down a Slardar. Could be a good fight for them. Canceling the blink with the Wind Ranger. Stuns him in place. And that's going to be the Shuri Toss coming to secure the kill. So again, Slardar down without buyback because he used it after the last fight. Lion down for 50 seconds. Doesn't really want to use his a whole lot, but I'm sure he would be willing to expend it if he absolutely had to. And the rest of the Radiant squad, they're ready to go in here. Buyback by Lion. think at this point they kind of know that it's going to make Dream a little bit wary of going in.
The magic ends
Oh,
here.
it ends here, man. So many taunts. It's just so pointless, too. And with the lanes pushing in, Dream Big are forced to go back and push him out. So this is starting to turn into a Spectre game, where we just watch people farm for a very long time. Anti-Mage has 514 last hits. Spectre only has 315, but doing a little bit better in the kills department, 12 and 4. And Anti-Mage at this point, he's pretty free to go around the map. Doesn't want to get caught out, but he's very tanky. 2630 health, helped out by the Abyssal Blade, of course.
Death's bounty.
Yeah, XP and gold. This is the story of the day. It's going back and forth. Never stops. Like a seesaw. Or, like I said, an EKG. I think that's even more apt. Interesting that Sparta's gone for a Shadow Blade. I'm guessing that he's going to build that up into a Silver Edge, which goes pretty well against the Spectre. Can disable the Dispersion and the other passive, whatever it's called, Desolate. So here come the BabyRage boys up through the top lane. They don't have an Aegis or anything. The Roche is down for a little bit. Oh, Disruptor, very aggressive, forced out to the high ground. Vacuum is going to be sucking Kill Loss back into it. And Artsugi, that's a lot of damage from Hoff. Now, a couple of BKB targets running right through the Static Storm. Wawa, he's got the Lotus Orb on him, but it's not going to help him too much against the Sonic Wave that's coming through. Spectre is able to get back to the base. Hoff stunned up. That's an Aegis going down. And, well, BabyRage, again, they get a pretty big fight here. And they're pretty close to the base. Should be able to push it in fairly well. They should probably think about going top, though. I think top lane is much better. Top lane is where it's at. It's lit. AF. And buybacks for the Radiant squad. They all have it except for the two supports. Oh, Dream in with the double vacuum into wall, but Sparta goes right in, blinks behind it, goes right for Dream. Dream in a ton of trouble. Killoss trying to go ham. He's able to get that mana void, and with the BKB, he's completely fine himself. Couple buybacks forced out by the Radiant squad, and we're just back into it. Teams are being pretty liberal with their buybacks, so I have a feeling that eventually... Oh, no. Why are you dropping that? Oh, no. I think he just killed Killoss. It was not worth it. Oh my god. That was probably literally the worst thing that I saw happen this game. He does have buyback. Dream goes over to the top lane to push it in a little bit more. And it's only the Lion to try to stop him. So, that's not a mana drain going both ways. And I think they may be forcing out some more buybacks pretty soon. Misses the... Earth Spike goes right onto the line. Line turns the Dream into a fish, but he's walking pretty fast. Vacuums back. The Lion's going to get, or Anti-Mage is going to get back into the fight to help the Lion. And the rest of the Radiant squad, they're going right for the mid racks. Finger hits on the Dream, but it's not really going to do a whole lot. And Wind Ranger is still going to ham onto the mid lane tower. We'll take it down. Oh, there's a glimpse back, and Anti-Mage is taken so far away from the Wind Ranger. Crushes on the mark. Sonic Wave is there. Is the Anti-Mage able to get into this? He's going to go for the backside. Hits the Abyssal Blade, and he's taking the Wind Ranger right down. Oh, Disruptor. He's not going to be able to get away from this one. Anti-Mage goes right for him. And the Crush, slightly off the mark. Bash, bash, bash. Not going to happen. I would really appreciate if one of the teams would stop throwing this match. This is quite a combined effort from both sides, and I think it has to stop. Teams just they're not really able to find the total advantage. They can take the advantage from one fight. They can win a fight, but they're not really able to figure out what to do after that. They're kind of at a loss, going in with 2 or 3 heroes, or maybe not having the positioning that they want, getting a little bit lazy after a one fight, and end up going down. And now there's a push into the 4-man vacuum into wall. BabyRage are all they can do is try to get out, trying to back up. Spectre Ultimate's going to get used. All those Haunt Illusions are chasing him down. K-Stakes, he's the first one to fall. Finger comes out on the Dream, but it hardly even tickles him now. Killos is the one left behind here. Bounty Hunter goes invisible. And are they able to get the Anti-Mage? They have a glimpse. Glimpse him back towards the Disruptor. He's able to slowly walk out of the Static Storm, and there's not another glimpse for another 10 seconds. He's going to get the blink away. He has it if he wants it. Going for Dream. Mana Void means nothing, and Killos is again going down. 115 seconds on the sidelines for him. And again, throw, counter, throw. I just can't even keep talking about it at this point. 7,500 gold advantage going the way of Dream Big, and well, they can probably afford to dream a little bit bigger. The graphs are pretty much unreadable at this point. Spectre's just going to go in through mid. Wind Ranger, she doesn't have Boots of Travel. Possibly might want to think about picking those up, but she's pretty close to the mid lane anyway, so this push is going to be pretty quick. And I think that's going to be our first set of Rex going down the way of Dream Big.
Dire's middle barracks is under attack.
Actually, no. Dude, they're up in 10 seconds. Why would you try that?
Dire's middle barracks is being attacked.
Well, they take down the melee rack. Spectre goes over to bottom, trying to split the fight a little bit so that BabyRage can't get back into it. But this is the game of the game. Here comes K-Stakes, has the stun available with the blink, but this Anti-Mage is still pretty far away. Spectre has to get out of the smoke screen. Here comes the Wind Ranger, gets the rest of the racks bottom. Now they're going to go for the ranged racks. Going to suck the mana away from Spectre, but I think the Spectre hardly even cares. Maybe the Manta style is going to hurt a little bit, but whatever. C'est la vie. Another Rex goes the way of Dream Big, and with this Anti-Mage still down for 35 seconds, it's going to be up to BabyRage, the rest of them, to see if they can slow this down. Anti-Mage's buyback is not up. He doesn't have enough gold. That's going to be the tier 3 tower. And a vacuum on the tube. Wall is put down, but the blink is able to go away. Now Stakes comes in, trying to slow this down as much as possible. Pyro's getting the good positioning. Sonic Wave on the 2. But still, the racks are going down. Another crush is there from the Slardar. They've got to deal with the Spectre. Are they able to take him down? He's so tanky at this point. BKB popped by the Slardar. Is it going to be enough? In the middle of a smoke screen, they've taken down the racks for the Mega Creeps. Fingers there, but Spectre is going to regen in 2 seconds. Oh no, it keeps getting canceled. Dream in a lot of trouble, trying to delay as much as possible. Stunned up, 4 staffed away. Will this orb on him? But he's going to be the one to fall. Hoff is going to be dead. Can they chase down anything else? Shadow Blade is going to get used. They don't really want to go for the Spectre. He's way too tanky at this point, and they found another prey inside the middle lane. Disruptor Glimmer capes himself trying to get out, and with 3,300 gold, he is going to make his escape. But these Mega Creeps, look at how pretty they are. They're coming down the mid lane. Look at them. Look at those models. Thank you, TI5. So many items right now, and this has got to be like the desperation push down mid for Killos. He's got 2 of his team with him. No buyback on Wind Ranger, no buyback on Darkseer. They might have a chance here, but they still got to get through the Spectre. And Spectre, does he have buyback? Yep, Spectre has buyback. Killos turned into a pig. K-Stig's ready with that blink stun if needed. Has it available. Oh, I punched my mic. First set of racks of the game possibly going the way of BabyRage, but they have all these Mega Creeps. Anti-Mage able to deal with them pretty well. He's pretty tanky at this point, and he's trying to take care of these buildings. He's going right for the tier 4s. He knows that the jig is up if he's not able to get it. There's the stun. Sagstorm right on top of the heroes, and oh, Spectre's getting very low, has buyback, and is going to buy back right into this game. Still has the Haunt available as well. Killos going for these tier 4s. Wind Ranger's back into it. Glim's back for the Anti-Mage. He's got the blink available in 1 second. But he's not going to be able to get it. Now he's down for another 97 seconds. Has enough gold for the buyback, but that's going to be down for a minute for the cooldown. And the entire Dire base is in shambles at this point. The Mega Creeps are having their way with it. Without an Anti-Mage, they don't have too much of a way to kill it, and that's going to be it. Dream big. They come back in game number 2 of the 2-game set, and they even out at 1-1. So they're going to split the set. It's a draw, or I guess both teams win one. And it was extremely fun to watch. It was back and forth all the time. I mean, XP Graph kind of tells the story. It didn't really settle until the end there. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. That's going to do it with our coverage of the JDL for tonight. It was definitely enjoyable to watch. Get that out of the way for your stats screen. And enjoyable to cast for you guys. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at PithingLegume, as well as on twitch.tv/PithingLegume. Really appreciate you all watching. Part of the reason that I do this, the other reason that I do this is selfish. It's for me. Deal with it. Thank you all for watching. And as always, have a good night. Stay alive tomorrow because you don't want to miss it. Cheers.